Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, this evening. Today, we are in here to discuss something small on our GitHub and how everything was being set up. Without much ado, just move straight to the C++. So, these are some of the things we entered in our dev C++. But we had all this on our GitHub, which has been lined up in here. Okay, so these are the work, and we are here to choose any of them to go by it step by step how it was being done. Okay, so without much ado, just select any of them among all the list. Select any of them. So this is the code in one of the codes listed, which has been here. So this is one of them. And I'm here to explain to you how we went about that. Okay. So this is that. Okay. And you can see it's been illustrated in the dev C++ in here. Seeing the hash include the IOStream, the user namespace std, int main bracket inverted as a bracket in here, and a bracket we have the float temperature and so on and so forth. Okay, so as you can see in here, so this is that. So how I went by my coding, I first stated the hash include IOStream, which is very crucial, which is very needed in any coding. We want to code on a dev C++. These are some of the keywords that we need to put in place before we can start anything further. So the hash include IOStream using a namespace std, which is the semicolon, then the int main. So this main into bracket and this bracket over here shows that we are about to declare something, which gives us the opportunity to be able to put in our C output and C input. So this is what will give us the chance to be able to declare our function in the C out and in the C in. The C out, which is being the display, and the C in what we want to feed our program with. Here, and you can see started by going by the double power, because in here we wanted to calculate for power. Okay, to calculate for power in here. So we went by doing the double power time and then the energy. With the double power, give us the opportunity in order to state what the power is and the time is and energy is before anything further in this our coding journey. So we came by writing the double total energy, which is equal to 0. Then the C out in here. The C out in here, we can see that I wrote in enter the power rating, which is in watts, and use the time, which is in hours, for 8 appliances. So we are in here. The N here shows the number of appliances that we are come to work on, and we can see that I stated in here for 8 appliances, and the C out in here shows what needs to be displayed whenever we feed in the code, or we feed in we feed in this software with any information. So this C out will display the results after we fed the software with the information that we need. Okay, so we can see here that I've stated the 4 into bracket int, the I is equal to 1 with the first integer, So we'll be going to 8 integers. We can see the I is less than or equal to 8. We can see the I plus plus. So whenever you see the I plus plus, that means the I plus plus means that we'll be adding from 1, then to move to 2, then to move to 3, to move to 4, to move to 5, till it will reach to the 8. That's why we are saying the I is less than or equal to 8 in here. Then the C out, as I stated earlier, displays the result of anything that we put in to the software. And we can see that I've written the N appliances, with the N stand for the number of appliances that we are going to work on, which is being stated, or which is being directed to the I that we started in here. Okay, so the C out, what at all are we displaying on the appliances that we want to take the number of readings on? Okay, so the thing that we need from taking the readings is the power. We know that in any appliances it uses power, and that power is being measured in watts. So that is why we are saying the power in here at watts. And then the C in that we are stating in the C in, what we are giving in is the power we can see in it. So that is the power that we are putting in inside there. And then we are seeing another C out is the time. Time deals with hours, seconds, and minutes, but here we are dealing with hours. And then the C in, whenever I say hours, that means we are dealing with time. And then energy. So what we know, what we are dealing with right now, here is the main concept of what we are trying to do. We first stated the power and said the time. Whenever you multiply the power and the time, it gives you the energy. So that means with the appliances in here, we feed in the power to get the energy, the exact energy that the appliance is being used in a particular frame of time. So that we are saying the energy is equal to power times time in here. And that's the total energy plus or equal to the what? The energy. Because total energy is the same as the energy that we need. And then the C out will give the number of total energies consumed by the appliances. That's appliance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And in all the appliances, the total energy is being measured in watts per watt hours, because power is being measured in what? In watts, and then part of the time is being measured in hours. It's being measured in hours. So when you combine the two, you get WH, which is the hour, which is the watt hour, and then you bring in your return zero, which ends everything that has been typed into the software. And then when you see this, that means you are done with the coding. And then after that, you just come and then do what? Run it. So this is that. Okay. So just come in by the running. Just move by running. How do you run it? First have to compile it, then you run to see what the program in here will give us. Okay, so that is that. And this is how to appear. So say enter the cable temperature and blah blah blah. You just enter any figure. You just go to the next. Give you